welcome to Iowa. Qualifying underway for the Spittin Venom Podcast ARCA series. As Mr. Spittin Venom himself, Cliff Mullen's in our chat right now, talking some shit, just like he's supposed to. See, Mike Edwards seems to be one of the first ones out on track, so we'll ride along, see if he can set the benchmark. If you don't get enough of Cliff Mullen's talking shit in chat, go check him out on Spittin Venom Podcast. You can get that on Spotify. Edwards completes lap 1. He has been slacking, but at least he has episodes, unlike a former sponsor of ours. There's a catalog at least. Patsy Catalano jumps over Mike Edwards, putting down a hot lap in the 4. Travis Martin top of the charts, then Ian Montrose steals it away. Recording this weekend even if you got to solo it. I'll tell you what, you tell me what time.
Holy shit.
See if I'm available when you go to record.
Oh my god.
Ian Montrose with a 23.9. Lucas Hoisman with a 23.8. Wait until that person sees that. There you go. JR's off Friday and Sunday. Hey, Ruby. Lucas Hoisman at the top of the charts right now. That Labor 12 Pontiac in a familiar position. Lucas always so strong everywhere, but especially on these tracks that are less than a mile, which is called a short track. If anyone calls a mile track a short track, I might just imaginarily punch them in the face in my head. Jeremy Sharon the 15, Trenton Sneed 81. Trenton goes 6th. Trying to find someone who's still got their qualifying to go. We got Jeff Price. And Cliff Mullins just rolled out too. Johnny Proctor and Dominic Lee. Price got that thing all taped up. Look at the tape all over the nose of that Pontiac. Won't see that in race mode or it will blow up. With the Back Channel Productions Pontiac GTO. There's Trenton's Ma. Trenton in 6th right now, Ma. Hopefully Chrissy and Dad are hanging out too. Jeff puts down 24.2. 9.9 puts him in 8th. Johnny Proctor 24.9 goes 11th. Dominic Lee 8th on his first lap. Cliff Mullins 7th on his first lap. So we're starting to get folks populating in. Not yet. We'll tell him I said hey. See what Dominic Lee is able to put down on lap number 2. Jeff Price goes 6th on lap 2. Here comes Dominic Lee. 24.1 put him in 8th. Proctor's second lap 24.5. He'll be 12th. Catalano's still out there practicing. Alright, Tyler Layden. Only car on track right now. "13 cars so far have a lap in. Quite a few cars apparently want to start in the back. Which means most of them won't be starting in the back. Tyler Lane in first lap goes 13th. 24.611. See if he can pick that up on lap 2. A lot of the folks near the front did their best work on lap 2. Lane sliding that back in a little bit off 4. See that a lot tonight. 24.225 does pick it up. Goes to 11th. Tyler Lane clocks in 11th place. Your pole sitter is going to be Lucas Hoisman in the 97. Get a quick chat with our pole winner if he is hanging out. Hopefully he is. Scroll down and find the 97. Nope. There's no Lucas. Can't talk to him. Frickin' Lucas.
Are there cautions in this?
I'm here.
What's a caution?
You're late. I gotta switch it over to voice. Hang on.
Hello.
It's when I get eaten out.
I'm going.
Yeah.
There. Now I can hear you. Hi. How's it going?
No, we don't do caution, so we just run straight through.
You have no teammates tonight?
Pole.
Yeah, you have no teammates tonight? What happened?
No, well, they're all playing Madden with Corey or something. I don't know. I was
Lane?
over there trying to watch them, and then I was like, "Oh, I got the poll. I should probably come over here."
Well, you got the poll for tonight at Iowa. How do we feel about staying there for 120 laps?
I feel good about it. Last season, me and Hayden had a good race here in Iowa, and it was a lot of fun and a lot of multi-groove racing. But Hayden's not here tonight, so it's going to be a bit of a different race. But I'm pretty excited.
We got that Dominic Lee fella out here tonight. He's usually pretty strong here at Iowa. Could be a contender. You also got Travis Martin. He's a contender everywhere. Got a little bit of competition tonight. We'll see how it goes.
Absolutely, I'm really looking forward to it. See if Travis might get his revenge for Xfinity a few weeks ago.
There you go. All right, bud. Good luck.
All right, thanks, man.
Lucas Weissman in the 97 starting on the pole. As chat wants him to get EOL. Hello, Chrissy. Good to see you. Let's get the starting lineup started. Presented by our friends at Labor 12. Awesome rock band out of Lubbock, Texas. Listen to them anywhere you get your music, on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you find it. We got Lucas Weissman on the pole in the 97. Travis Martin starting second in the Taco Bell 63. Ian Montrose, Cave RP Fort Worth Screen Chevy in third. Quinn Newton, the Starry Pontiac, starts in fourth. Mike Edwards being a slacker and not on track. Neither is Jeff Price. Great job, gentlemen. Way to not be on track. There's Jeff. Jeff popping in late. Trenton Sneed starts 7th in the 81 Trans Technologies Corvette. Dominic Lee, welcome back in the number 20 Surf Pro Ford. Cliff Mullins, the 37 Pinnacle Trailer Sales Pontiac, starts in 9th. Jeremy Scherer, the Nuka-Cola. If you're a gamer, you'll get that. Nuka-Cola Chevrolet. Tyler Lanin in the unsponsored 64. That's a Catalano M9 Sim Sports Chevy. Johnny Proctor, Birds Aren't Real Mean Machine. Jake Lawrence, well, that's a little bit risque. He's got a little bit of naughtiness going on his car. Blake Giglio not lined up on track. Way to go there, Blake. Breaks everything every time the driver is not on track. Dave Whitesville, he'll start 16th in the Labor 12 Pontiac. Margison in the Easton's Transportation Nissan starts 17th. Daniel Walden, Labor 12 Pontiac 18th. Dan Robinson Jr. looks like he has a Volkswagen Chevy. And the Resco Media 27 starts in 19th. JR Deal Cave City Roleplay Mustang starts there in the 20th spot. EJ Johnson Honeybee Racing Car starts 21st. I tried to fix his decals, but apparently it didn't work. William Asherbrenner starts 22nd. Fort Worth Screen Chevy. Adam Crozier in the 45. Is that Midnight Dale? Sounds interesting. He has the Pontiac out there in 23rd. 23 cars set to do battle here at Iowa Speedway for 120 laps. Although Blake Giglio not out on track, so it could be 22 when we get the green flag here. Lights out on our Ford Mustang pace car. Let's get a quick chat with Trenton Sneed. Trent, DG, got a copy?
I do.
Did you get a fuel run in? Got an estimate?
I was wondering where this came from. Somewhere between 40 and 50.
Perfect. That works for me. Thank you, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Trenton Sneed with our fuel numbers there. Presented by Trans Technologies, because why not? I can hand out things like that. Mustang hits the pit lane. We're waiting for the green flag to wave. Field in control of Lucas Hoitzman and Travis Martin. Green flag is out at Iowa. We are underway. Lucas out to the lead. Ian Montrose trying to follow through. Montrose trying to get second from Ghostman. He might clear him off the corner. Gets loose. Ghostman's going to fight back a little bit. I think he's going to settle in, try to save some tire. Quinn Newton with a big send on the outside there. The 88 picking up a spot. He got a bit loose off the corner, but everyone keeps it straight. Quinn Newton trying to take fourth from Edwards. To keep on this battle for fourth as the top three are single file. Hoitzman running a little bit high there in 3 and 4. Chosen to run the higher lane. Multi-groove racetrack, even though it's only 7/8 of a mile. Part of the reason why so many drivers love this track. Thanks, Cody. Appreciate it. And just like that, the top several cars are all single file all the way back to Well, back to here. Jake Lawrence, Zach Martinson battle for 12th. A couple of 10-10s teammates. Dan Robinson Jr. in 27 in there as well. Train up at the front, single file. Well, Trenton Sneed's putting pressure on Mike Edwards. Trenton's going to try to roll the top here. Looks like Quinn Newton looking to the inside of Travis Martin as Ian Montrose decides to try and go for the lead. Sticks the nose of his Camaro inside of Hoytsma's Pontiac. Hoytsma uses that drive off the top to pull back ahead. Looks like Jeff Price and Trenton Sneed are in a battle. Cliff Mullins there as well. 3 Chance 2 Extreme cars. Corvette, a GTO, and a Grand Prix. Tyler Lena working to the outside of Trenton Sneed. Lehman probably going to get position coming off the corner here at 4. Trenton try to squeeze up in front of Scherer, gets in there. Trenton down the 9th. Look around for any kind of battles going on. Looks like most of the field is now settled in to make some laps. Jeremy Scherer looking to the inside of Trenton Sneed. That's for the 9th spot. Dominic Lee working inside Margison behind them. Now Jeremy Scherer trying to go the long way, or the short way as Dan Robinson tries to go around the outside. Robinson Jr. in the 27 gets by Jeremy Scherer. The high line working out well. Dominic Lee always runs the bottom here, but he's falling back down there. He's allowed the 55, 68, and 4 cars all to go by him on the outside. Jake Lawrence still right there with Margison. Those two have been together all race, the teammates. There's Catalano in the 4. Dominic Lee, Dave Hoytsma, 15th, 16th. JR Deal, 17th. Cave City Mustang. Daniel Lee, 18th. Daniel Lee, I made up a new person. Daniel Llewellyn, 18th. Johnny Proctor losing a spot to Adam Crozier. And you have Asher Banner and EJ Johnson battling back here for 21st. Ian Montrose trying not to let Lucas Hoytsma get away. Yes, 10%. There goes Montrose back to the inside. Down low in 3 and 4. It's just Hoytsma's going to get such a good run off the top. It won't do Montrose any good. One and 2, they flip-flop. Hoytsma down low. Montrose running a lane up. Quinn Newton, a big wiggle off the corner in the 88. Tyler Lehman battling Cliff Mullins for 7th. They go across the stripe. Lehman has the inside for 1 and 2. See where Cliff decides to run. He's going to run the middle line. There is a 3rd groove even higher than that. But it's very bumpy both on the inside line and the outside line going through 1 and 2. So you'll see a lot of guys run that middle that Cliff just ran. Cliff may be holding up Lehman and Sneed just a little bit. It's even the 27 of Robinson Jr. is trying to make his way into the picture. Travis Martin, Quinn Newton. Battle for 3rd. The top 2 have pulled away a bit. Now Mike Edwards closing in on Newton. Newton wasn't able to get the pass made. Edwards reels in the 88 Pontiac. I think Margerson and Lawrence are still battling back here. 12th position. Closest battle on track right now. There's a lot of these positions from 11th on back being hotly contested. Dominic Lee, Dave Hoytsma, 15th and 16th. Catalano trying to get by Lawrence here. Goes to the bottom in 1 and 2. Mike Edwards trying to go for the position on Quinn Newton. Running low in 3 and 4. Newton's going to have the preferred line on exit. He'll probably be able to push back ahead of Edwards. Seems like the driver's struggling a bit to figure out how to pass. This is Scher, Lawrence, Margerson, Catalano. Behind them, Dominic Lee, J.R. Deal, Dave Hoytsma. 7 cars running in a little pack. Scher back to Deal. Montrose still keeping pace with Hoytsma. Something you don't see too much on short tracks. We'll see if he can stay there over the long run. We heard from Trenton looking at about 40 to 50 laps on a fuel run. So should we stay with this green flag run we've got going on? Might be a bit before we see a whole lot of action, but then things will get spicy. Edwards trying the bottom again in 3 and 4 on Quinn Newton. Once again, the same result. Just not able to find the passing lanes. Edwards going to get a good run here again. So he takes that different line in 1 and 2 than Quinn and gets a little higher, exit straighter. Allows him to close in. Edwards probably needs to try to find a way to the outside of Newton entering 3. But Quinn usually exits 2 so wide to the wall that it's not very possible. See, he'll get to the wall really quickly here. That keeps Edwards from getting to that outside. Edwards gets a heck of a run there. See if he tries to take it to the bottom. Decides not to. Follows the 88 of Newton. Quinn getting out to the wall. Down the backstretch into 3. Up ahead, Montrose is challenging Hoytsma. Just think that bottom, hard to get a pass made coming off the corner of 3 and 4. You really need to set it up out of 4 going into 1 and 2. Easier said than done, though. Carry a lot of speed into 1 than you do 3. Jump in with Montrose. Right on the back of Hoytsma's Pontiac. This is the battle for the lead. Hoytsma a big slide across the start-finish. That was different. Hoytsma running that bottom line. Entry all the way around. Montrose, second groove on entry, drops down low on exit. Seems to be working well for the 1 car. Hoytsma wrapping the top on 3 and 4. Look at that momentum it gives him. That's why passing, if you're going to do it, you need to try to get to the outside of someone on 3 and 4. Top 2 separate a little bit. Check in back here. Jeff Price has joined this battle. 19 machine, 6th place, so 4th, 5th, and 6th there on your screen. It's Jeff Price and the 19s closed in on Edwards. See what Price and his Pontiac can do. A lot of Pontiacs in this field, and I love to see it. Closing in on the quarter mark of the race. Montrose starting to fade from Hoytsma a bit. See Price trying to get all the way to that wall on Edwards. It's going to get a decent run, although he slid the rear tires coming off a corner, so cost him a little bit of his run. He's going to go up there and check out that third line in 1 and 2. Found out how bumpy it was. Back in, came around a little bit. Now Edwards peeked to the inside of Newton. Wasn't able to get there. He's going to try to drive it down the hill. Not quite able to get alongside. Edwards is definitely trying a bunch of different lines to get by Newton, though. While these three race with each other, they've actually started to creep in on Travis Martin a little bit. Gap was up over a second. Now it's down to 7.5. Behind them, another trio: Price, or Mullins, Lanen, and Sneed. Those three are closing in as Edwards still can't find a way by Newton. Soon to have a 6-car pack. Price going to try it way up to the wall. That might have been a little too high. He lost some ground there. Going to get a strong run, but he's going to overall take a loss on the timer there. All 22 cars still running. All the way back to Johnny Proctor. See the distance Hoytsma has over the lapped machines. Proctor's at the line. Hoytsma in the middle of 3 and 4, so he's starting to close in on that lap traffic. We're also working our way towards pit stops. It's Tyler Lanen working on Cliff Mullins. That is for 7th. Edwards, Quinn Newton. This is 1 and 2 that Edwards is trying to make the move. He's had such a good run in 3 and 4 so many times. The exit of 3 and 4 is so OP on the top that it's hard to get a pass done. So Edwards looks like he went for it in 1 and 2 that time. Mullins able to hold off a Lanen.
Wow.
We've got a wow.
Second, 3 and 4.
And a caution. Proctor is around.
All right,
Adam
Tyler.
Crozier is slowing down. Johnny Proctor in the 73, Adam Crozier in the 45. Proctor looks like he lifted way before Crozier was ready to, and turns the 73 into the outside wall. And the mean machine goes around. Proctor to pit lane. First caution of the race. I'm sure some of the drivers are quite excited about that. They weren't far from starting to lap some of the field. And also, green flag pit stops are right around the corner. And if you pit early, you can go 2 laps down in a hurry. And then if a caution comes out in the cycle, what a mess that makes. Ought to be able to make it on one more stop from here, based on the information Trent and Sneed gave us.
All right.
Might be a little tight. Should see the whole field come down. Cars start peeling off, heading to their boxes. Here we go. Everybody into their pit lanes. Watch the race off pit road. Bet everyone's going for 4 tires and a full tank, so I don't think we'll see too many of the 6-second stops. Should see a lot of 14s on the board. It's going to be Hoytsma. Travis Martin beats Ian Montrose off the pit lane. He'll be in 2nd. So nice job there by the Ghost Man to pick up a spot on pit road. Might be easier to pass people there than it is on the track right now. You have Edwards 4th, able to get by Quinn Newton on the pit lane. Jeff Price in 6th, Cliff Mullins 7th, Trenton Sneed 8th, Lane in 9th, Robinson Jr. last spot in the top 10. Then Jake Lawrence, Dominic Lee, J.R. Deal, Dave Hoitzma, Patsy Catalano, E.J. Johnson, Jeremy Scher, Daniel Llewellyn, Will Asherbrenner, Adam Crozier. I think Margerson took some damage repair. 29-second stop for him. Maybe he brushed the wall on corner exit. A 29-second stop for him. A bit prolonged. Seems the 73 of Proctor has decided to yeet himself out of the race, so he will finish 22nd. 21 of our 22 cars still running. Let's find someone that was trying to pass during all that. Let's talk with Mikey and see how that was going for him. Michael, DG, got a copy?
Hi.
Hi. Well, how hard is it to pass out there?
It's impossible. 35 laps to pass this dude, and I go figure I passed him on pit road.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Well, I figure if you got to get it done somewhere, pit road is probably a little bit easier than on track. You got 3 more to pass, so what do you need? 3 more cautions?
I don't know. Tyler was solid compared to like Ian, who was up there with Lucas, so I'm not sure how I compete yet. But I guess we'll see.
10-4. Well, good luck to you, bud, and we'll see if we get to chat with you after the race.
10-4.
Mike Edwards in the 14. Wanted to ask him how it was being stuck behind the 88 there for so long. Obviously, you can tell by his interview there he was a bit frustrated. Able to pick up the spot he needed on pit road. It's ahead of Quinn Newton as Travis Martin got ahead of Ian Montrose. We'll see how it fares on the restart here. Start lap 40 when we get the green flag. There goes the pace car down the pit lane. Hoitzma and Martin on the front row. Hoitzma jumping on that gas pedal, charging a straight line towards turn 1, then gets up wide for the arc. Battles on for second. Ghostman and Ian Montrose. Montrose probably going to drive as hard as he can right here. Gets a bit out of shape. Scares the Ghostman. Edwards going to try to take advantage. Peeks to the inside. As hard as it was to pass, once we got into the run, you have to figure everyone's going to drive as hard as they can while they're bunched up. Try to take advantage of some folks out of position. Montrose will hang on to 3rd. Edwards and Price battle for 4th as Price has gotten to the outside of Edwards.
The same thing.
Ghostman looks like he just got loose underneath Montrose. Looks like Ian's going to prevail on that top line. Price is going to prevail over Edwards. Now Price going after the Ghostman on the high line. So Price will be able to keep that nose there. It's almost the opposite of old school Bristol, where you got to get to the top and hold the top line. Oh, J.R. Deal and Cliff Mullins across the start-finish line nearly made door contact. It's like Quinn Newton trying to get to the outside of Edwards. Nothing doing there for him. Yes, Rafi, vroom vroom. Lanen says it's very hard to make a pass. Lanen out there on track, the 64. He's up to 8th. He was trying to pass Cliff Mullins for a long time. He's another one that looked like he was frustrated with how the passing is going. Newton trying once again to get to the outside of Edwards. Trenton Sneed, Tyler Lanen, 7th and 8th. Jake Lawrence, Stan Robinson Jr. battle for 9th. Robinson up top. Cliff Mullins is in the wall, 37. What happened to Cliff there? See if that was self-induced. See him behind the 9. JR Deal. Here comes Dominic Lee. And yeah, Mullins looks like he gets loose, gets up into the outside wall all on his own. Guess he'll have to talk some crap about himself on the podcast. JR Deal completes a pass. See how he gets by the 27. Oh, he's in the fence. That'll do it. Seems the only way to make a pass right now at Iowa is to let the other driver make a mistake. Hoitzma out to a 0.6 of a second lead over Ian Montrose. Jeff Price in 3rd now. Travis Martin falling to 4th. Mike Edwards 5th, Quinn Newton, Tyler Lanin, Trenton Sneed, Jake Lawrence, J.R. Deal, your top 10. Jeremy Scher going by Dan Robinson Jr. on the inside. Dominic Lee right there in the 98. A little surprised he's been so far back this race. Used to be a king at Iowa. Especially in these ARCA cars. He's beat my butt quite a few times. Robinson Jr. able to hold off Scher. Hangs on to 11th. Now Lee blinking to the outside of Scher. Martin and Price getting close together once again. See where Travis decides to try and run. He's going to run the middle of 3 and 4. Nothing doing there. Ashburn on the 26 coming to pit road. Let's see anything happen to him. Maybe just a little worn out. Ashburn recovering from injury. He gets a slide there. Coming out of 2 and saves it. And I think he takes it to pit road. So Asherbrander hits the pits. Lucas Weissman comes by. 20 cars still in the lead lap. Oh, contact. Right when we went to click it. And 26 car retiring. Probably a little driver fatigue. Dave Weissman up the track a bit. Gets into Dominic Lee. They sort it out though. We stay green. Dave in 13th right now. Cliff Mullins may have just kissed the wall again. Gap's coming down a little bit. It was 0.6, now it's 4.5. Over Montrose, Price in 3rd. Travis Martin 4th. Mike Edwards in the 5th spot. Quinn Newton 6th. Lane in 7th. Trenton trying to run the bottom in 3 and 4. He used to work. He used to run both lanes fairly effectively. It seems like tonight the bottom lane just doesn't have it. 79 Dave Weissman looks like he's been against the wall. Right side all scraped up, losing 3 spots. Daddy Dave heading the wrong way. Let's find you some close competition. Closest battle at the moment, Jeff Price and Travis Martin. I don't know if Travis is in a passing mood or not. Well, he's going to turn it left down to the bottom. He'll actually have the edge going into 3 and 4. Let's see if he can put both ends of the track together, and it looks like he will. Travis Martin able to get a pass made on the bottom. Haven't seen too many of those. Edwards trying to follow suit. Maybe he learned something there. Oh, someone's turning. Is that Jake Lawrence heading to the inside wall? Saves the race car, loses a couple spots. At least no damage to the 68 car. Tires might be heated up a bit. What happened here?
I didn't know which way you were going to go, sorry.
There may have been contact between Montrose and the 97. Oh, Lucas is in the wall coming off the corner, and Montrose ran right up on him, gets into the wall a little bit. So a rare mistake from Huisma while leading leads to Ian Montrose being out front. See some right side damage to the 97 Pontiac. Aero not super important here, but does make a little difference. Jeff Price looks like he lets Edwards go here. Went low down the backstretch, and Edwards around the top side. And here comes more party for him. Quinn Newton, Tyler Lane, and Trenton Sneed. They're all going to be running down Jeff Price. Check out J.R. Deal running 9th. Dan Robinson Jr. 10th. Jeremy Scher 11th. Jake Lawrence 12th. Dominic Lee once again surprised at the lack of speed in the 20 car. Zach Marchison 14th. Cliff Mullins 15th. Catalano 16th. Daniel Wallen 17th. E.J. Johnson 18th. Crozier is 19th, and then I don't know what happened to Daddy Dave, but he has retired the 79 from the race. Don't have any indication other than he made a pit stop and then left the race. Weird. So 19 still running. 3 cars out of the race. Dave Hoytsma, Will Asherbanner, and Johnny Proctor. Lucas Hoytsma back to the bottom. Try to get the lead back from Ian Montrose. Giving out points at the end of this lap. Reaching our halfway point. Montrose going to try to hang on for the 10 points. He will do so. 10 to Ian, 9 to Lucas, 8 to Travis Martin, 7 for Edwards, 6 for Price, 5 for Newton, 4 for Lehman, 3 for Trenton, 2 for JR Deal. Oh, contact between our leader and second place.
Sorry, man, it's gonna just keep pushing on me.
Hoytsma with the push coming out of the corner, gets up the track into Montrose, slows them both down, allowing Travis Martin to close in. Now we have a 3-car battle for the lead. Martin's going to look to the inside of Hoytsma.
I'm so sorry,
Oh,
Lucas.
very
I'm
close.
So sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Take the spot back.
Lester.
No, I'm sorry, dude.
Alright, my car was already killed. I hate this track, so you really have to. It didn't hurt me. Fuck it.
My bad, dude. I'm not used to entering that low, and I sent it a little bit. That's my fault.
Travis Martin sliding up into Hoytsma, and everyone acting like gentlemen about it. So Mike Edwards now third, as he takes advantage of the contact between the 63 and the 97. Jeff Price fifth, Newton sixth, and Trent Sneed trying to get by the 64. Tyler Lehman around the bottom. He has Lehman cleared. Can he slide up in front of him?
If you get back to me, I'll give you the spot back.
Looks like he decided not to. Now Trenton's going to slide up in front of him. Lehman, see if he can do the crossover, but you don't see that be that effective at Iowa. So Lehman drops the spot to Trenton Sneed. Now Trenton looking to the outside of the 88. Trying to get the nose alongside as Lehman trying to get back to the inside. I think Trenton's going to get the outside position on the 88 of Newton, so that was a great job getting off of 3 and 4 there. If he can hang on to that positioning off of 1 and 2, he should have a strong chance in 3 and 4 to take away the spot from Newton. And Newton goes ahead and even lifts a little bit into corner entry. We should see Trenton power it off of 4 and take that 6 spot away. And there it is. Newton probably should have let Trenton go into 3, and then he wouldn't have Lehman on his outside, but I think he wanted to contest it and have a little fun, and that might cost him an extra spot. So Lehman gets to the outside of Newton, and Lehman will take away 7th from Quinn. Montrose still leads. Martin's closing in the Taco Bell machine. We saw Hoytsma get into Montrose, then Ghostman Travis Martin got into Hoytsma. Mike Edwards stole a position in the process. Up to 3rd for Edwards. JR Deal, big wiggle off of turn 2, but keeps that Mustang heading the way it's supposed to. Robinson Jr. still in the top 10. There's Jake Lawrence, Dominic Lee, Patsy Catalano. We're about 10 laps away from seeing drivers hit the pit lane. Margerson 15th, Cliff Mullins 16th, Daniel Llewellyn 17th, DJ Johnson 18th, and Adam Crozier 19th, still in the lead lap, so all the cars still running on the lead lap. Courtesy of that caution coming out when it did at the end of the green flag cycle. The Camaro, Monte Carlo, Camaro Grand Prix, GTO, your top 5. Then Corvette. Believe Monte Carlo for Lehman. Grand Prix for Newton, a Mustang for JR Deal, and a Monte Carlo for Dan Robinson Jr. Ian Montrose leads lap 69. Nice. Travis Martin's right there.
81 feeling, but he's making actual passes.
Trenton Sneed up to 5th now. Martin really sending it there on the inside line. Montrose and Martin dueling for the lead at Iowa. Montrose trying to keep that momentum up on the high line. Martin's going to send it in low in 3 and 4. Montrose on the preferred line. Now Edwards going to try to get to the outside of the 63, but Martin able to get up in front of that. See 3 different lines there from Hoytsma, Martin, and Edwards. Hoytsma was all the way at the bottom, Martin in that middle groove, Edwards way up high. Martin going to try again on Montrose. Ghostman going for the lead in the 63. It's fantastic racing. Montrose the middle groove. Martin doing better than most people have, keeping that car to the inside line. Trenton Sneed's closing in the 81. About to have 5 cars in this lead battle. So we got battles for first and third, side by side. Have to wonder which lane's burning more tire as we're getting close to pit stops. Clearly Trenton has saved some tire. He's reeling them in that black Corvette. Oh, Lucas! Lucas and Edwards. A little bit of contact off of turn 2 there. Here comes Trenton. Top 5 are putting on a heck of a show right now. How many laps consecutively have we seen Montrose and Martin side by side? Oh, Montrose, a bobble off of 2. Is that the opening Martin needed? He's going to send it. He's going to try to slide it up. Montrose back to the bottom. But Martin in the position I believe he wants to be in. Montrose up to the middle groove. Almost contact. Montrose lifts. That's going to cost him a couple of spots. So he gets split by Hoytsma and Edwards. Montrose really sent it there and able to keep off from the contact, but definitely loses some spots. Here comes Trenton to the bottom of Montrose. That's the battle for 4th now. I believe we're in that window. I don't think anybody will pit until they have to, because it's so easy to go so many laps down and then a caution come out. It's best to run your tank dry. I think Dominic Lee had a bit of a bobble in the 20. Cost him a spot.
That was really fun to you.
And Martin commented on that long battle for the lead with Montrose. Steed settles back in behind Montrose. They had been side by side for 4th. Now Hoytsma. And we get our first pit call.
Yeah, you too, Travis.
Looks like Lanen going to be the first one to the pit lane in the 64. 42 laps. Here comes Lanen trying to get the tire advantage. The short pit is risky. You want to be the first one on fresh tires, but you don't want to be laps down if a caution comes out. Lanen and Crozier, first ones to hit the pit lane. Crozier completes his service. 24 seconds on pit lane in total. He comes back out on track 2 laps down. Mullins took a shorter pit, 9-second stop for him, so I guess that's a 2-tire stop for the 37. He'll come out 18th. Lucas Hoytsma, first one of our top 5 to come down. Jeff Price slides it in there behind him.
Hell yeah!
JR Deal hits the pit lane in the 9.
I practiced that shit.
Good. It's good to practice. Travis Martin.
81 coming in.
He's going to be bringing the 63 down. Mike Edwards stays out. And here comes Trenton Sneed and Travis Martin. Edwards will get a lap lead. Jake Lawrence stays out. He'll go up to third. Catalano still on track, as is Dominic
One
Lee.
pitting this time around, one pitting this time around.
So Edwards and Montrose. Edwards stays out. Montrose coming to the pit lane. Find where's Jake is. The risk right now is there are only 10 cars on the lead lap if the caution comes out. So Montrose, one of those on pit lane. Dominic Lee stays out another lap. Daniel Llewellyn staying out. Margison staying out. There's Montrose on the pit lane. EJ Johnson still going. So 7 cars still to pit.
Team pitting.
Here's the race leader, Mike Edwards, calling out his pit. Right now, 7 cars haven't pit. 7 cars on the lead lap. Lucas Hoitzma leads the cars that have been to pit road in the 97. So he gets by Margison in the 55. It's like 55 of Margison's coming to the pit lane. Edwards is on pit lane. Catalano stays out. 4 car going longer than anyone else. Daniel Llewellyn, same boat. Both those cars, 49 laps since they've been to the pit lane. EJ Johnson, another one that's been 49 laps. We got 3 cars still to pit. Comes Catalano. Looks like and Llewellyn as Llewellyn passes Catalano to get to pit lane. Llewellyn taking advantage of that experience. Gets around the rookie Catalano. And here comes EJ Johnson, and that will be everybody. Lucas Hoitzma will resume the lead. So far, everyone clean on pit road. No pit penalties. Barring the final times on those last 3 to pit. Looks like everyone was clean in and out of pit road. Great job by everybody doing a green flag cycle at Iowa. Who would have thought? Fantastic job. Some good racing. So Hoitzma, Martin, your top 2. Tyler Lanen in the 3rd spot. Jeff Price 4th. Remember Lanen, one of the first ones to pit road. Look what it did for him, all the way up to 3rd. It's running towards the back part of the top 10. Jeff Price is now 4th. Trenton Sneed 5th. Then the cars that waited a little too long. Ian Montrose back to 6th. Edwards 7th. Quinn Newton 8th. J.R. Deal 9th. And Cliff Mullins, one of the first ones to pit road and on those 2 tires. He's back in 10th. Hoitzma works on the 4 of Catalano. Catalano has fresher tires. Trying to stay on the lead lap. Trying to hold off Lucas Hoitzma is a heck of a thing to try and do. Won the first 2 championships in ARCA. We're now in season 9. And he's won a whole lot of races and a whole lot of championships since then. Someone rubbing the wall. Sounded like EJ Johnson in a 91 car. Yep, EJ Johnson into the outside wall. Rides the fence to keep it from coming down on somebody. And he peels it off once everyone's away. Hoitzma trying to lap the 4 now. Travis Martin actually losing ground while Hoitzma was getting by the lap car. Lanen about a 1.5 seconds back in 3rd. Price about a 0.5 second back, and Trenton's right there. After the pit stops, things spread out quite a bit, but the closest battle on track is Price and Sneed, a couple of teammates, and then behind them, 2 more teammates, Montrose and Edwards. So 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Really where the party is right now. We watch Trenton try to get position on the 19 of Price. .28 laps to go at Iowa. Montrose a big bobble in the one car. He was fighting that thing off of 4. Edwards going to peek to the inside. Then Montrose sends it into 1 and 2, gets inside of Price. Now he's trying to fight it back down the track. Somehow holds on to that car. We're 3 wide coming out of turn 2. That was not what I expected. Almost 4 wide there. Edwards looked to the inside of Trenton briefly. Price is going to lose 3 spots in a lap, as Edwards, Montrose, and Edwards all get by that 19 car. What a lap that was. Trenton now has Montrose to his outside. Ian, the Bulldog, trying to get somewhere in the 1. He and Edwards get around the outside of Trenton Sneed. They both have fresher tires than the 81 and 19. Montrose just definitely uses them up. The back end of that 1 Camaro is dancing everywhere on corner exit. Now Edwards looks to the inside of his teammate. No team orders here. They're going to race each other hard. This is the battle for 4th. Trenton not losing touch with him, even though he has a bit older tire on that 81 Corvette. Edwards all the way to the top, trying to get the outside position on the 1 of Montrose. Nothing doing there. See if he sends it high side again. He does, but Montrose blocking his path. Look around for any other battles, but I don't see anything. It's just these 2 going at it. Edwards going to get the position. Ian's going to try the crossover. Gets a pretty good jump on that inside. I think Edwards going to hang on to it now that he's got it. Edwards up to 4th, Montrose 5th. Trenton Sneed starts to look inside of Montrose. That would be for the 5th position. Try to get Trenton in the top 5. 22 to go at Iowa. Trenton definitely a little quicker. Edwards is catching Lanen. 6 lap difference on those tires. So Edwards should have some tire advantage on that 64, a teal and white Chevy. Trenton looks to the inside for 5th. Edwards and Lanen both enter high, then Edwards tries to cut under him on corner exit. Montrose nearly into the deal. Cody sends me some work to do. Appreciate you, bud. I still got some other stuff to do for you, too. I haven't forgotten you. Edwards trying to take that 3rd spot from Lanen. It's got half the car past him, but Lanen sends it in deep. Montrose starting to peek in there. Don't go 3 wide again. That got scary. I really thought Montrose was about to stack that 3 wide. It could have gotten disastrous. So Edwards up to 3rd. Lanen now under attack from Montrose. Edwards a lot of clear track ahead of him now. 2.7 seconds the gap from himself to Travis Martin. Martin's about a second back from Hoytsma. Montrose trying to take away 4th spot from Lanen. Trenton trying to stick his Corvette in there. Make this a 3-car battle. Why not? Now we're 3 wide coming off of turn 4. That's sketchy. Gets real loose. Montrose trying to pinch Trenton down a bit. In doing so, got a pretty decent run on Lanen there. Tire difference here is only 4 laps. Montrose fresher than Lanen. Trenton 1 lap older than Montrose. Montrose way up the track in the 1 car. Trenton's going to get an opportunity here. So he gets inside Montrose. Now if he can hold Montrose up a bit, he can pin him behind Lanen. Trenton trying to take over that 5th spot. So hard to get the power down coming off of 4 if you're on the inside. That's why you see that outside line so strong. Trenton pushing Montrose up the track a bit so he can get a good corner exit there. Nice move by Trenton. Gets a great run down the backstretch. Might be able to finish off the 1 car. As long as Lanen's not on his outside when he comes up the track, he should be able to get in front of him. See if he tries right now. He drifts up. He didn't really push it in there. Montrose with the crossover. He saw the tire tracks being left. He was turning it so hard. This is why I love Iowa. Such good racing. Now Jeff Price joins us, makes it a 4-car battle for 4th. Trenton trying to take away 4th from Lanin. Montrose now having to defend from Price. How was my Daytona? I didn't race Daytona. I won't race that. Trenton might finally have it cleared here. Not quite. He thought about coming up, but I think he realized Lanin was going to have a good run there. I'll run the opens for Daytona, especially when you got good teammates fit. I haven't done a lot of that lately at all. The officials, I haven't done much racing at all. A lot of broadcasting, a lot of painting. Trenton finally gets it cleared. Trenton Sneed takes over 4th. Lanin now under pressure once again from Montrose. He's going to try to get back to the outside of Sneed, but that's not going to work. Sneed's going to have enough track position, I do believe, to get clear out to the wall, but Lanin got a great run. He's actually going to get back to the outside of Trenton. Trenton's got to be mad at himself for that. He's going to send it in deep and try to clear to the wall, make sure he can keep Lanin behind him. Now Trenton able to seal the deal for that 4th spot. Montrose getting right in there on the 1-car, but he's pinned behind Lanin. Why are we showing you just this exclusively? Well, this is pretty much all the action on the track. Everyone else is spread out by about 7/10 or more. This is where the party is for sure. Jeff Price battling the one of Montrose. Montrose has the speed on corner entry to get inside Lanin, but he just can't get enough power down to get past him. So now he is battling Price for the 6th spot instead. Now he gets free of Price, goes to the inside of Lanin. He's going to push it up the track a bit. Oh my goodness, that got scary. Montrose had to lift. He might lose the spot to Price as a result. That is the momentum killer right there. These three trading this is the 5th, 6th, and 7th, back and forth. Lanin gets to the outside of Price. Price has to try and hang on to it. Gets a little bit of right rear damage on the 19 and loses a spot back to 7th. That was a heck of a save from Price. No chirps on the radio, so I think he is at peace with that one. Jake Lawrence battling the 27 of Dan Robinson Jr. That is for the last spot in the top 10. Dominic Lee not too far back in the 20. That white and green Ford. Watch Lawrence and Robinson Jr. battle. Laps ticking down at Iowa. Officially 7 to go. Hoytsma still out in front by a half second over Travis Martin. See Hoytsma running high through the 3 and 4. And there is Travis. Mike Edwards third. He has since put a second over Trenton Sneed. Trenton 4th, Lanin 5th, Montrose 6th. Jeff Price recovering from that slide. He's trying to put the pressure back to Montrose. And we have Jake Lawrence, Dan Robinson Jr. Well, we check in JR Deal. He's kind of by himself, but there, he's still out there. Quinn Newton 8th too. Make sure everybody gets their TV time. Jake Lawrence 10th, Dan Robinson 11th, Dominic Lee 12th, Cliff Mullins, Daniel Wallen. They're battling for 13th. A couple of Pontiacs going at it. Daniel gets to the inside of Cliff. This is actually the best battle on track for 13th. Good job, guys. Cliff way up in them bumps through 1 and 2. Wanted to come down for a middle exit, but Daniel's car was there. Daniel a slide off of 2, trying to get the power down. They're going to make contact going into 3. Daniel kind of pushes him up the track. See if they make contact here. Oh my gosh, Cliff letting him know he wasn't happy with that, but not spinning him. Thank you, Cliff. Daniel gets the spot. I shouldn't say thank you, Cliff, just yet. He does have 3 more laps to go. Lucas Hoytsma, the race leader, right behind him. There's Travis Martin in the background and Taco Bell Machine. Nearly a full second back. Hoytsma gets by Mullins, puts the 13th place car a lap down. 14th, excuse me. Daniel's ahead of him in 13th. So Labor 12 CTC teammates. Right on board with Hoytsma here. He's behind his teammate going through 3 and 4. Look up at the flag stand. We'll see the white flag in the air. There's Barney waving that white flag. 1 lap to go at Iowa. Hoytsma putting a clinic on. Right behind Daniel Llewellyn. Hoytsma into 3 and 4 for the final time tonight.
I
Wrap it
want low.
around the bottom. And Lucas Hoytsma gets the win.
That's fine, Lucas.
Travis
Sorry
Martin
about
second.
drawing
Mike Edwards picks up third.
Hey,
Trenton
that's all
Steve
good.
fourth.
Good racing, William.
Tyler Lane in fifth. Ian Moncho sixth.
Thanks for
Jeff
giving me
Price across the wall in seventh.
There you go, Quinn.
Quinn gets seventh as Price was in the wall. J.R. Deal, the 9 car, gets ninth.
Yeah, it was just a matter of time. Sorry
Jake
for
Lawrence,
the
the top 10. Dan Robinson Jr., 11th.
no!
Daniel Llewellyn, 12th. Dominic Lee has disappeared, but he was 13th.
Okay.
Cliff Mullins, 14th. Zach Margerson, 15th. Catalano, 16th. Jeremy Scherer, 17th. E.J. Johnson, 18th. Final finisher, Adam Cruzor in 19th. And that is the race. We'll watch Mr. Lucas Hoytsma do his burnouts here, and we'll get him into our chat. As soon as I find him. There he is. Lucas, DG, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we got the 97 back in victory lane here at Iowa. Looked like you had a lot of fun. How was it out there?
Well, to be honest, it was really tough to pass. I mean, extremely hard. The only reason I really got back up to the lead, I think, was the short pit, and I got lucky. I think some of those guys had issues on their pit stops and maybe took a little longer than they wanted to, so definitely okay. How he did that.
What are teammates for, right?
Right. But no, it was good. It was good fun out there. Me and Ian were battling at the start, and then me and Travis were within a second of each other the entire last run. So I don't know, pretty fun here in Iowa, but still pretty tough to pass all night.
It's part of what makes it fun. You get to stay side by side for lap after lap. It's a good time.
Yeah. I think some people enjoy that.
I'm one of those people, especially as a broadcaster. All right, bud. Well, got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for the win tonight.
Yeah, just want to shout out Labor 12, CTC, Low Drag, you for doing the broadcasting, and Daniel for getting that 12th. That was a good battle. I was watching up there ahead of me, and everybody else who raced tonight.
Did you see Daniel get them elbows out and push Cliff up a bit?
Yeah, he roughed him up there. That's not the guy you want to rough up. I'll tell you that.
I was very surprised we didn't have a caution before to go.
I put my foot over the brake and turned down. I was like,
well, congrats on that win tonight, buddy, and let you get on here and enjoy it. Appreciate you.
all right, thanks, man. See you next week.
Lucas Hoytsma getting the win tonight. Let's go find Mr. Ghostman. Hopefully he's hanging up in the waiting room. Yes, he is. What a good Mr. Ghostman. Travy Trav. DG in the booth. You got a copy?
Hello.
Weirdest way to enter a room. No. Good stuff. Well, we brought home second tonight. Looked like it was extremely difficult to pass, but it also looked like it was a heck of a lot of fun at the same time. How was it out there?
It was a lot of fun, man. One caution. I mean, you can't beat that. Sorry to Lucas for dooring him, and man, that was a really cool, really fun battle that me and Ian had there mid-race. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, good race overall, nice and clean. Everybody did a great job. Definitely hard to pass. Could not figure out the top line to save my life, but we're making that middle line work in 3 and 4.
Yeah, 10-4, that top line was ripping, and maybe something to study for next trip to Iowa, huh? But you brought home second, and you really put it on out there. You put on a show. It's a good time to watch, especially with you and Montrose and Hoytsma all mixing it up there together. That was great fun to watch. Appreciate you being part of the community. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs.
Of course, dude. My 1010s boys. Love y'all's faces. 1023graphics.com for some cool paint schemes. And then, of course, my main man, Mr. DG Swiss. The beautiful man.
I try.
Thank you. Thank you for doing what you do, man. It's really, like I always say, it's really nice to be able to go back and watch these races, and I don't know, a lot of fun to hear your beautiful voice.
All right, bud. Well, you're the beautiful one, and I appreciate you being part of our community. We always love to have you. Appreciate everything you do and have done. And get on out of here and enjoy this one, my friend.
Love your face.
Travis Martin bringing home that P2 finish. Now we go bring in Mikey in the 14. There he is. Michael DG, got a copy?
Hi.
Hi. Well, we brought the 14 home in the podium finishes, getting that third spot. How do we feel out there trying to make these passes? Looked like you made a few actually work.
Yeah, once the Highline came in on older tires, it was a little bit easier. I thought I screwed myself with that late pit and staying out a few more laps, but it helped. I was gaining kind of on Lucas and Travis towards the middle of that run, but traffic kind of just screwed everybody up.
Yeah, you hit the sweet spot there. It was like you needed to either be the early pit or the very late pit. You didn't want to be in the middle because the middle couldn't pass one another, but you stayed out late enough where you got fresh enough tires you were able to pass. So it was actually a good thing that you stayed out as long as you did, because if you had come in maybe like 2 or 3 laps later, it would have screwed you royally.
Yeah, I'll take it. Did not expect there to only be one caution. I'm a little worn out from that, but I'll take that over Caution Fest all day.
Hell yeah. I mean, green flag stops at Iowa at a short track in SRL. Who would have thought that, right?
Hey, I actually did a green flag stop and didn't completely overshoot the pit.
Yeah, you didn't speed, you didn't miss your box, you did good.
Yeah, there we go. Improvement.
There's hope for you yet, my friend.
Hey,
right.
better than nothing.
Go ahead, hit me with those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs, and we'll get on out of here and have a beer.
I'm going to sleep. Fort Worth Screen Printing, KVRP, Labor 12, Low Gains, Autism Awareness, Dockside Reynolds, you for making the sexy paint, doing the broadcast, and Hayden for putting this thing on. And clean racing for everybody.
10-4. Tell everybody the website you can go to be part of our community.
DGSRacing.com and click on that big red snake.
Perfect. All right, Buck. Congrats on that P3 finish. We'll let you get on out of here. Enjoy it, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Good night.
Mike Edwards getting that P3 finish. William giving me some information I need behind the scenes there. Definitely take that into consideration. Thank you, sir. What's going on? Let's get the final results. That's what we need. Get a little sidetracked sometimes. The top 3. Lucas Hoyce with Travis Martin, Mike Edwards on the podium, Trenton Sneed and Tyler Lanen in the top 5. Ian Montrose, Quinn Newton, Jeff Price, J.R. Deal, and Jake Lawrence picking up top 10s. Second page, Dan Robinson Jr., Daniel Llewellyn, Dominic Lee, welcome back. Cliff Mullins, Zachary Margerson, Patsy Catalano, Jeremy Sherry, E.J. Johnson, Adam Kerjor, and Dave Hoitzmay. Final page, we have Will Ashburner and Johnny Proctor. Blake Giglio does not get credit for starting the race. He just registered for the practice and then dipped. That is our 22 finishers for tonight. I have to say, this has been iRacing.com. You can head on over there, pick up this track and these cars, come race with us. We'd love to have you be part of our community. Click the DGSRacing.com and go to the Big Red Snake. That'll get you to our Discord. You can sign up to run any of our 9 different series. Let's check out all of our sponsors that help do this for us. 911fleetservices.com. They do our Wednesday Cup Series. Cave City RP does our Thursday night Truck Series. We appreciate them. Fort Worth Screen Printing on Tuesday does our Xfinity race, the middle race of our triple header. FSM Customs does our IMSA series, the beginner for Friday fun nights. Then we have Golden Eagle Syrup. They do the Super Speedways on Friday. Appreciate them. Light of My Life Candle. They give away a candle every Tuesday. So come in, hang out, and chat, and try to win a candle. M9 Performance. They do our setups for the modified series on Tuesday nights, the finale of the triple header. Sneed Tombstone Game Farm does our Street Stocks on Sunday. Spittin Venom Podcast does this ARCA series you watched tonight. 1023graphics.com does our Dirt Street Stocks on Tuesday. Thank you to all of our sponsors to help make this possible. Thanks to each and every one of you for watching this broadcast. We appreciate you so much. If you haven't already, make sure you follow on the Twitch or subscribe on the YouTube. It helps us out a ton. We appreciate you so much. Have a great night, and we'll see you in the next one.